conversation around your top archetypes, which came out as Inspirer, and then your Sage, and then your Campaigner. And I just wonder, it was so gorgeous what you were just sharing around what you discovered and what you thought the ahas for you. And I just wonder if you wouldn't mind just sharing a few words, just what your experience was of learning it and what you thought. Yeah.
Sure. It's really quite interesting when you find out, through an archetype process of just saying, oh, I can name different things about myself, and you can actually learn a lot more. So whilst I had a bit of an inkling of what I might have been in the archetypes, just to really talk about them and to work out what my top three was quite interesting how they work together, because that was really important to me to sort of work out, well, how does things work together? Because I know we're not just one, we're many facets. So I really enjoyed thinking, okay, I'm Inspired. Yeah, I sort of had more of an idea of that one. But then thinking, okay, Sage and Campaigner, how do they work in with what I do? So I really enjoyed, going more in depth about finding out the strengths that I have in those different areas, as well as, just where I might be able to amp up things or find out what's challenging me in certain areas.
Exactly. And isn't it interesting? It starts with that self-awareness, doesn't it? We've got to know who we are before we can make that change around it. So I love that. And it was so interesting because your Inspirer and your Sage came out as equal. And then by asking you just the key thing around the communication for each of those, it was really clear that you're an Inspirer because you are the quiet messenger, but you're also very like this inner strength, this natural ability to get your message out in your own quieter but more natural way. It was brilliant, and a compassionate way with kindness. And then, of course, I noticed with your Campaigner how strong you are with the goals that you set for yourself and how that helps to motivate and drive your top archetype.
Yeah, I definitely see that Campaigner being like that structural, that's I suppose that stability for me, that's underlying things that I do, because I don't do things for just any old reason. I do things for a certain reason, and that sort of really shone when you were talking about Campaigner for me.
Exactly, because a Sage will speak because there's something to say, not because they're just going to talk because they want to talk. And it's really because they've got a message to share and it's important. So brilliant. Yeah, that's lovely. Well, thanks, Leanne. This is really great because it does help everyone that watches this to actually see and get an inkling of what the archetypes are, but also your experience of what it is. So that's really brilliant. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Brilliant. Okay. No, that's great.